Tintern Abbey by William Wordsworth.
Podcast by Ilea Chow and Helika Murgia and Austin McLacken.
The setting is on the banks above the Wye River on July 13, 1798. The speaker is sitting in his favorite location, a place that he credits for helping him to develop his new beliefs on spirituality. He is reflecting on the last time he was at this place, and the effect the scene has had on him since he had last visited 5 years ago.
5 years have passed, 5 summers with the length of 5 long winters, and again I hear these waters rolling from their mountain springs, with a soft inland murmur. Once again do I behold these steep and lofty cliffs, that on a wild, secluded scene impress thoughts of a more deep seclusion, and connect the landscape with the quiet of the sky.
Speaker is a man with a religious upbringing, which can be seen in lines 129 to 133.
Neither evil tongues, rash judgments, nor the sneers of selfish men, nor greetings where no kindness is, nor all the dreary intercourse of daily life shall e'er prevail against us.
And these are similar to the Bible passages in Romans 8:38-39.
For I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation, will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Jesus Christ our Lord.
And the speaker is reflecting on the spiritual transformation he went through from agreeing with the common religion to developing his own ideas about God and nature. He now considers himself to be a pantheist, which believes in all natural things put together are God.
In a way, the whole poem is a paradox.
Why?
Well, the speaker is returning to a place only to talk about his absence from it.
Oh, like his time in the city, not about the president.
Exactly.
Nor perchance, if I were not thus taught, I should the more suffer my gentle spirits to decay. For thou art with me here upon the banks of this fair river, my dearest friend, my dear, dear friend, and in thy voice I catch the language of my former heart, and read my former pleasures in the shooting lights of thy wild eyes.
First shift in the poem occurs between lines 22 and 23 when the speaker transitions from explaining what he sees from a few miles above Tintern Abbey to expressing the meaning this location has for him personally. The next shift is found after line 48. From line 49 until line 111, the speaker continues to explain the location's value to himself, but the tone has shifted to one of gratitude rather than simple awareness of the fact that the place has helped to shape him. The speaker shows appreciation to the place in phrases like, "How oft in spirit have I turned to thee." In this section of the poem, the speaker also elaborates on a religious conversion that he has undergone, and that he credits to his memories of this favorite spot of his. The next and final shift in the poem is at line 112, where the speaker begins to address his sister and attempts to convert her to his new religion. There are 2 types of imagery in this poem. The imagery is mostly made up of natural items, such as mountain springs, misty mountain winds, the round ocean, and the living air. But there are also some other physical images, such as the anchor of purest thought. This image conveys the idea that the weight of an anchor is representative of the memory's ability to bring him back to his purest thoughts. Another physical image is the mansion of memory. There are 2 types of imagery in this poem. The imagery is mostly made up of natural items, such as mountain springs, misty mountain winds, the round ocean, and the living air. But there are also some other physical images, such as the anchor of purest thought. This image conveys the idea that the weight of an anchor is representative of the memory's ability to bring him back to his purest thoughts. Another physical image is the mansion of memory. The speaker is reflecting on his life for himself and for the benefit of his sister as he tries to convert her. So in the poem Tintern Abbey, the poet's sister is the audience.
But oft in lonely rooms, and mid the din of towns and cities, I have owed to them, in hours of weariness, sensation sweet, felt in the blood and felt along the heart, and passing even into my purer mind, with tranquil restoration, feelings too of unremembered pleasure, such perhaps as have no slight or trivial influence on that best portion of a good man's life. his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and love. Nor less, I trust, to them I may have owed another gift, of aspect more sublime, that blessed mood in which the affections gently lead us on, until the breath of this corporeal frame, and even in the motion of our human blood almost suspended, we are laid asleep in body, and become a living soul, while with an eye made quiet by the power of harmony, and the deep power of joy, we see into the life of things.
The sentences in Tintern Abbey are long, which may symbolize the 5 long years that the speaker spent away from the Wye River. He uses a style of writing called lyrical ballad, which was actually created by Wordsworth himself, and the lyricalness of it may give a sense of naturalness and give it a sort of holy feeling, since the text is a religious document for the writer. The 2 main symbols in this poem are the Wye River and the Abbey. The river is a source of comfort for the speaker. It's a symbol of the sort of internal transformation that he goes through and that he relates in this poem, since it is a place that he credits for helping him realize the truth. Wordsworth personifies the river in line 4 when he describes a murmur that it makes, and later he also personifies it by calling out to it, the way one would only typically call out to another human. Another symbol that Wordsworth uses is the abbey. Traditionally, an abbey is a Catholic monastery. As the speaker reflects on Tintern Abbey, he is also reflecting on his religious past. His presence above Tintern Abbey represents his feeling that he has risen above the religion imposed on him by society and his upbringing. The nature and woods have completely engulfed the abbey, which is not even physically described in the poem, symbolizing that the speaker's belief that his God exists in all things, not just in religious buildings.